Man, we want to welcome all the people back. We back, y'all. It's 2025. It's a whole new year. It's a whole new vibe. The same realness, though. The same intelligence. The same integrity. The same rawness. I'm your host, Hindu. This is Deeply Rooted Compton Podcast Lounge. I'm blessed today with the OG homie Bam from Front Hood, Compton, Crip. And we just right here to give it to you real, raw, and uncut. What's up, Bam? Say something to the people.
What it do?
Yeah.
This OG Bam from the OG's perspective.
Like that.
Follow Deeply Rooted, man, and watch this. We keeping it 100. We keeping it 100. You don't know where you come from until you know where you went from.
That part. That part. And you know what? Before we get even further, I just want to say, like, the world is a ghetto and life is a struggle. And last year we got hit with a storm, my nigga. Last year we lost 3 good homies. You know what I'm saying? You know, from the heart. So off the top, I want to say my condolences. You know, long live, rest, fly high to Nutrageous, to Lil N Dog, and to C-Boy. All 3 comrades from the turf, from the soil, personal friends of mine, personal friends of ours, family members, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why y'all ain't really seen this, because we had to deal with that. You know, I don't know, everybody deal with grief differently, everybody deal with life differently. But you know, we lost 3 homies back to back, and they kind of like took a toll on us, so we really couldn't sit down in front of this camera on this YouTube and really pop it like that, because we had to get some self-healing and some self-reflection done within our own tribe, within our own selves. But now that that's been done, we back and we here. So once again, I'm Hindu. This is the OG Big Bam from Front Hood. And you know, we just here to talk about some politics and keep it real, because shit, and we ain't representing none of that. We ain't condoning, and we ain't blind eye to none of that. We ain't harvesting none of that. We about some real shit, period, point blank, off the top. So with that being said, I want to turn the microphone over to Big Bam and let him hit you upside your head with a baseball bat.
Hey, we just gonna keep it 100, man. I call a ball, strike a strike. Extend my condolences to the OG homie, Bulldog from Palm Oaks, rest in peace. I just found out he died today. We gonna extend our condolences to any black person that died too. Not just to our comrades. Because sometimes we extend our condolences in vain. It don't matter who's lost. Because if whoever lost, their memory should be not in vain, but in memory. So hey man, let's start the show. Let's make it do what it do. You
know what? One thing that I wanna ask you from an OG's perspective, you know what I'm saying, which is like a double entendre, because you are OG with a perspective and you gotta show OG's perspective. I wanna ask you, how do you feel about PTSD? You know, like the psychological trauma that we endure. You know, talk to the people, man.
I got it. And this the cold part. I found out I had this about 2 years ago.
Okay.
I went to Voc Rehab. Okay. And in order to be approved for Voc Rehab, you have to see a psychiatrist.
Right.
And every time somebody walked past the door, I was doing this.
Right.
And the psych said, man, you need to tell your parole, let's put you on some medication. Right?
Thorazine?
Listen to me. Wherever I go, I want to be seen. I want to know who walks in the door.
Right.
I want to be able to see.
Tell them why.
That's prison. It's based on, if you ain't black, I don't want you walking behind me. That's the simple answer to that. Also, when I hear alarms, I tend to prone out, but I just don't lay down.
Right.
But I panic. I look around when I hear alarms.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
You're down in front of one building. Get down.
And the cold part, I didn't realize that I had it until somebody pointed it out to me based on my behavior.
Right. I feel like we all got PTSD to some extent, you know, just growing up in urban warfare.
Oh, you know,
just when you internalize the violence that we deal with from the very beginning of our lives, seeing people get hurt, seeing people get killed, and then normalizing it and not really talking about it and just accepting it as life. Yeah. I feel like that is PTSD that kind of like carries over into our lives, and it affects us in different ways, whether we realize it consciously or subconsciously.
And that's true, homie. We got to start understanding this.
Right, speak on it.
When you shoot a gun,
right,
it's reaction towards shooting a gun.
It is.
It ain't just shooting somebody. When you pack somebody out, it ain't just about packing nobody out.
Right.
It's about how you gonna respond to when that happened to you.
Right.
So when you go to prison, you got to get a whole different mindset.
Right.
And that mindset is the topic that you just threw out.
Right.
And people ain't grabbing that.
Right.
Because we get there. Wherever I go, like I was saying, I got to see a person walking in. I don't want nobody to be able to walk behind me.
Right.
We was just outside and I told the homie.
Yeah.
Man, you put up in the van, I didn't know who you was.
Right.
I knew him when he got out the van, but I panicked.
Right.
I low-key panicked.
Right.
When I see tinted windows,
right,
it's PTSD, I panic. You got to be on your security to understand that. This the homie, y'all see him, and and that's a hell of a topic you just threw at me.
Yeah, because I feel like not only us in Compton, California, but all across the country.
All across the world.
Because it's like the world is a ghetto. So everybody is feeling the same, getting bit by the same dog and getting the same rabies. You got people getting, you got motherfuckers in jail, life sentences, welfare, early pregnancies. There's all type of just tragedy and just turmoil going on across the country with people with the melanin like that we possess.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. And so you tell the people, Big Bam, you survived a lot of years in prison. You survived a lot of years on the streets. You survived a lot of things that a lot of these people that our viewers is looking. Well, once again, like, subscribe, share, comment, follow. All that.
Yeah.
You survived a lot of shit that took a lot of niggas under. I don't want to use the word nigga so much, but you survived a lot of things that took a lot of people under. Give the people a little insight into how you was able to maintain and keep keep your wits about yourself.
Man, some people might not even want to understand this, but the first reason I survived is giving it to God.
By all means.
Now you got me. I'm an emotional dude. I want y'all. I cry a lot.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Through God.
Right.
Through my instincts of being raised and not being a punk.
Right.
But God protected me and guided me through prison.
Right.
Through my childhood. I made some goofy mistakes coming up.
Right. Everybody have.
Listen to me. But it's one thing I never did.
Speak on it.
I never disrespected my parents.
Right.
I never disrespected the parents in my neighborhood.
Right.
And I love where I come from.
Right.
It's 2025. Do I love being a Crip? No. Do I love being black? Hell yeah. I'm putting more energy in being black than I ever put in Cripping.
Right.
I told both of y'all today, I've mastered the streets. I'm just now learning how to master to be a man.
Right.
Based on y'all.
Right.
Don't judge me based on another black man.
Right.
Judge me based on my own characteristics and measure me by the contents of my heart.
Right.
God don't give you adversity to break you. He give adversity to give you strength. We misuse YouTube by creating tension amongst each other.
Prolific.
I'm not here.
Prolific. Wait. OG, can you say that one more time?
Yeah, brothers use YouTube to create tension amongst each other. I'm here to put it in the OG's perspective. I've become a #1 fan of Deeply Rooted. This is, if it ain't black, it ain't right.
Right.
If you don't know your history, if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going.
True.
If you sitting in prison, put them urban novels down.
Right.
Pick up them Malcolm X, them Blood of My Eye, George Jackson. Pick up any of those type of novels.
Solidad Brothers.
Learn where you come from, because you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you come from.
Yeah, I agree.
You understand what I'm saying? Y'all done broke me down too, Ray, and I don't like that.
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you like
no,
I'm like you, man. I'm like you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. I believe in God. I have a strong belief in God, and I know that without God, I ain't nothing. Yeah. With God, I'm something. Without God, I'm hit. I'm like bad dope. I ain't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? With God, all things is possible. So, when you have that mentality, and you take that moving forward, it makes things a little bit easier to deal with, not necessarily make things easier, but it makes things easier to deal with because you still got to deal with everything that you confronted by and everything that opposes you and challenges you. You know, would you agree with that?
Hell, watch this, homie. I agree with that 100%. I was telling Ray while I was on the freeway. What made me look at gangbanging different is, Dove, the loss of y'all homie, which is my cousin, Inch, as well as numerous homies. Then I'm an OG that ain't afraid to say that I still look up to my big homies.
Right.
I look up to Sumo, I look up to Big Ant, I look up to Ascori, Lacelle, Mac Washis, resting in peace, great cross him.
Jeez,
they no longer in Keely Welch, they no longer in the black on black prime. They for blackness. And I'm the epiphany of what black's supposed to be. I went through enough to understand that the harm you was harming myself. I was asking my cousin, do we owe some form of retribution to our community? He agreed. And every black man that call himself a banger,
right,
especially those on YouTube. You know the kind that put 100 on the chin?
Yeah.
10 on 100?
Yeah.
To exaggerate their stories?
Right.
You are the kind that don't want peace. But how can you be a father if you don't want peace? See, if you give me your hood 100 and you giving your kids lesser, you're a deadbeat father. And the biggest gang on earth.
These niggas upside the head.
The biggest gang on earth is parenthood. That's just me keeping it 100.
Yeah, that's real.
You know. I was telling my cousin, I know how to take care of another man's kids because I ain't got no kids, but I'm a great father.
Right.
I'm a great father. I got kids that call me Paw. So hey man, my life is
right.
We got to start doing.
You know what? And I also feel like this is just my own personal thought. You know, this is a thought that's shared by me and Ray as well. And I'm sure other great minds that you know, that are able to intellectualize and think about it. I feel like we need some type of PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome type of payments.
We do.
Like the soldiers.
We do.
In the war.
They trying to give us that now.
Man, we need it.
They trying to give us that now. Baby Spike and them, they trying to make that happen.
Right? Who you say?
Baby Spike and Trey Gates. They got their own thing.
Yeah.
They're trying to make that happen because politicians
I think I know Lil Spike from A-Trey, if I'm not mistaken.
They know this is what's going on. But it won't happen if we sit on our ass and play PlayStation all day and point to smoke weed all motherfucking day, but we don't get out and vote. So whatever we want to better us, we got to learn how to vote for it and stop believing what other people tell us and believe our experience.
Right.
Every person that do more than 2 years in prison is shell-shocked.
For sure.
You're shell-shocked. Sure. Simple as
How many years you did altogether?
37.
What's the most you did at one time?
The most I did is 37 years and 8 months.
37 years and 8 months.
I was just telling my cousin Ray. I was just telling Ray, man, this is the longest I've ever been on the streets.
Bro.
5 years. Going on 6 in October.
3, that's damn near 4 decades.
I came home when prison is 79, getting out in the mid-80s. I stayed out for 45 days and stole 2 brother lives. Do I like that? Nah.
It's reality.
That's the reality of the life I chose to live.
That was the get down of our environment. That was the way. It's just like if you play Monopoly, you can't play Monopoly with chess.
Yes.
If you play Monopoly, you gotta play Monopoly with Monopoly rules.
E40 said best. I was trying to play basketball with football rules. You know what I'm saying? And it don't work.
It don't work.
But what I found out is, can't nobody love you if you don't know how to love yourself.
That's key.
Can't nobody respect you if you don't know how to respect yourself. I found out and figured out that prison ain't meant for BAM. What's meant for BAM is appreciation in the streets.
Right.
And I learned how to appreciate myself. I learned how to appreciate, not just appreciate the streets, but to love them. Mm-hmm. I got more to live for out here than I got to live for in prison.
Right. And I'm gonna just, piggyback off that, right? Like, I did 10 years straight in prison. I got sentenced to 4 years with half in the state. And then I turned around and got sentenced to 100 months in the feds. And my federal time then started till my 4.5 in the state ended. And throughout that journey, I was fortunate to meet a lot of good brothers from a lot of different diverse places across the country and even the world and stuff like that. But everybody within their right mind, with their senses, all have the same understanding and the bottom line understanding that we got to take care of ourselves, our families, and we gotta try to do better, because we can't look at our brothers as our enemies all the fucking time. Not all the time.
You said that one right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't look at our brothers as our enemies all the time. I mean, I understand everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your homie. If some nigga got ill intentions towards you, that's okay. We ain't talking about that. We just talking about it in general. Yeah. You know, we gotta look at our brothers as our family, as our brothers.
That's how I don't believe no black man is my enemy. I don't fear no black man no more on earth.
Okay.
If I give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
But piggybacking what my homie's saying, I want y'all to understand what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Seems like the only place black folks can get along at is in the cemetery. Well, I'm terrified of the cemetery.
Right.
Why can't I get along with living on the streets?
Ooh.
That's what you need to start understanding. You don't ever hear violence in the cemetery. You only hear violence on the streets.
And I ain't gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say we get along in prison.
We don't even do that. Let's keep it 100. How can you get along in prison when you got other YouTube channels talking about me the phase that y'all see my little homie passing me this blunt, right? I'm finna hit it one time.
It's one time for the city, that's all. It's one time for the city.
But understand this. Oh shit. We got this self-hatred about ourselves. And I don't understand why. I've been home almost 5 years. I don't wake up mad no more. When I brush my teeth now, I'm smiling.
Right.
But when I was in prison, I didn't wake up like that. I'm angry.
Right. And I'm going to ask you, but I could assume, but I don't choose to assume, because assuming makes an ass out of you, which I don't want to do, which I'm not going to do. But I'm going to ask you, prior to going to prison, did you have anger and hate in your heart towards other people? Okay.
To a certain degree, I hated everybody that wore red rag. Don't know why. Today,
conditioning, programming.
Today I got partners that wear red rags. They claim Paru, they claim blood sex.
Wait a minute.
That I got love for.
Wait a minute, you just fucked my head up. Hold up, time out. Pause for 1 second. When you say that, I need y'all to understand something. We talking to an OG, I'm a BG.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an 80s baby. This is a brother from the 70s. He can tell you about Mac Thomas, rest in peace, Raymond Washington, rest in peace, OG Big Tookie, rest in peace, and Salty, rest in peace, and on, tell you about the Grandies, so on and on. But I just want to ask you this. When you say that at one point in time, you looked at the red as the enemy, what, if you can remember, what was the moment that changed your perception on those collective individuals? Was it something that happened?
Yeah, it was something that happened.
Okay,
prison.
If you can speak on
prison, because I hate to say it like this, I done had more Crips run out on me than I done had Bloods run out on me. I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't see more, I'm speaking from a Crip perspective, not from a Damu perspective. The Damu can say the same thing I'm saying from a Damu's perspective.
Right.
A Paru's perspective.
Right.
But I also had more Crips stay down and give me more knowledge.
Right.
Than anything.
Right.
The ones that I speak on.
Right.
I done been caught up in situations where I was the only keyway there. And Damu's had to save me. I was caught up in them level 4 yards.
Wait. Say it again. Say it again for the suckers, because some suckers gonna live. Big man. If you know what some suckers out here that's listening, that's watching, they gonna think we on some, we just two C's.
No.
And you know, everything else that ain't with, no, you say that again, some Damus did what?
It's some Damus that he saved me. Stanley Pitts, like my brother. And he resting in peace from Little Sport. And I don't want to say this, and I told my cousin this, and I hope I ain't being disrespectful to the show. Salty was my big homie. He lost his life to business, not personal.
Right.
And the dude that they say killed him, I consider a big homie.
Okay.
Based on his characteristics, his integrity.
Right.
Now, I ain't the first Compton Crip that walked across him, ran across the path. But you can't get no G Compton Crip, no G Keyway, nowhere in Los Angeles. His properties, whatever without giving the Damu or Paru they propers. Because just like I was a PK, they were CKs.
Right.
And they was with it. But that was a brother that could save my life, and he played a role in my life, giving me black literature, making me understand where I was from.
Right.
My mentors in prison was Sumo, Heron, Big Ant, Scorpion,
Jeez.
Right? Older than me. But my cripping was based on Salty, Mac. Somebody told me one time I reminded them of Raymond. I tried to fulfill that obligation. But it's only one Raymond Washington. He can have 100 kids, but there's only one Raymond Washington.
Right.
My chest blew up. Because I carried Raymond, Mac, Salty them, Tookie them, all our dead homies, Sweet Pea, Inch, all of them. I carry their spirit in my life.
Right.
That's why I want peace in the black community.
Right.
They left kids out there that we must protect.
Right.
They left a community that we no longer care about, that we got to start back caring about.
Right. Let me ask you this question. That was very deep and profound what you just said. Let me ask you this question. So when you grew up, 60s, right?
Yeah.
70s, and everything started forming. You was a young man, everything started forming, right? And, excuse me, the black community, the love that was in the community, the bond. The bond, thank you, that's the word I was looking for.
Lost that.
Oh my God, okay, so you
lost that.
read my mind.
Well, let me tell you why.
Right.
I used to walk to y'all hood from front hood. Now that's a hell of a journey.
Right, straight down Wilmington.
I'm talking about from 10 years old to now. I walk from 133rd right now to 166. Why when I get to Caldwell and Whitemore, once I pass Whitemore on Caldwell, why the old people that own the houses knew me? And some of them sons didn't even claim nothing. That's the community, a village taking care of a village. A village raised a child. Twin, their mama never cussed me out, man, never whooped me. And y'all ain't gonna believe this. Twin will tell you this, I was like 19. I took a gas tank over there. I stole a gas tank to take the big ollie for the glass house.
Yeah.
Mama Ali, I come over the next day to get my money.
Yeah.
Mama Ali said, come here, boy, come in the room. Now I see her with a belt, but I'm thinking she just taking the belt out some pen.
Right.
As soon as I closed the door, she hit me, right? She gonna never bring no stolen shit to my house.
Right. This ain't that type of house.
My homegirl, Frida mother, just passed. She come over there and sell twin them sister Deborah ran some insurance and did this when she left. Your cousin is one of the most respectful little boys in front of her, because I was taught not to disrespect parents. And parents wasn't just, my mother and father wasn't just my mother and father. If you fucked up Ray, if you fucked up him, y'all know you'll get, when I came, you get asked from the neighbor first.
Right.
The lady down the street second, then your mama.
Because of the unity.
That's that black love.
Black love.
That's that black, that's what you talking about.
Let me ask you this question. So right now, obviously we don't have, that's not the situation right now. What do you think, like when you look at it right now, from looking at it to what back then to right now, how do you think the situation is now? Do you think
it's fucked up?
Okay.
I'm finna give you the big example. I ain't trying to male-based hate or female-based, but I got to use people as examples.
You gotta keep it real.
Look at Snoopy Badass. Look at this baby mama. One hoe, one wanna be. They both assassinate each other on YouTube for some money, for some white people that's dead on some green currency, right? On a piece of paper. How can you talk about a woman you can put babies in? How can the mama want to tell me about Diddy when you got a daughter on the host show you need to be taken care of? Ain't nothing wrong for a black woman or a black man to ask for help.
I like to insert something. Do y'all understand that we in the state of the condition that we in because it was all set up by the government?
I would say, I would definitely agree with that.
Corntail Pro
All right.
came in and set the motion for the state that we are in now.
And now, this my opinion. I heard his and I heard yours earlier. I want you to grasp this one, man. Listen to me.
Speak on it.
I thought like that too when I was your age.
Okay.
When I read them same books that you read.
Okay.
Then I figured it out. They dropped the dope over here.
We said that before.
They dropped the dope over here, but didn't anybody put a gun up to anybody's head and say, do what the fuck you do?
No.
Did anybody come to your dope? See, didn't nobody knock on my mama dope and say, nigga, you finna be from front hood. When I walked out my dope, nigga, I ain't seen no dope dealers on each corner.
Yeah, but you was a kid.
No, listen to me. I'm finna show you the generation gap on why I used to think the way you did. Because I believe what white folks was telling me. Same niggas that put poison in the neighborhood gave me the outlook that I have today. Some of them dope dealer dudes. Well, I never looked up to them. Don't get me wrong.
But let me ask you this.
I ain't never want just a Cadillac. I want a low rider.
Where did they get it from?
They got that on their own. Listen to me, homie.
It was manipulated.
No, listen to me. What I'm trying to tell you is, now I understand the debate, and I respect it, but never nobody compelled to do nothing they wanted to do. Yeah. Watch it. I'm gonna give you the best example. I want you to grasp it. It just wasn't a lot of Nat Turners. It wasn't a lot of more. Listen to me. Every slave that refused to be slavery, they left. Harry Tubman said, hey man, ain't gonna be no slave no more. Created the Underground Railroad. Best railroad they should have invested their money in, and they didn't. When they got tired of being slaves, what they do, they left. You could be born into something, but you ain't got to live into it. That's what I'm trying to change. So I thought like that too.
Whoa!
I wanted to tell you that in the car, but I wanted to save it for now. Is you grasping what I'm saying?
I understand what
Big Bear.
Big Bear, mom. No, let me show you something. No, let me finish.
The uneducated mind, right?
Yeah.
And temptation will destroy you.
Watch this. Listen to me. You say you grasp what I said, but listen to me. I love this. Ooh, I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. Listen to what I'm telling you, homie. Fuck, homie, y'all family. This family, man. This our family kick. This how black folks kick it, man. Check it out. Harry Tubman said, listen to me, man. Harry Tubman said, I'm tired of being a slave. Look at the movie, man. Read the book. She ain't never pulled a gun on nobody first, but some black folks, so she told them, stop being punks. We finna leave. That's the only gun that mattered to a slave, to not want to be a slave. If you believe this has fucked us up, no, you fuck you up. Take responsibility for your own actions. Don't blame it on your environment. I'm not a product of my environment. My environment is a product of me, brother. I've spray painted on walls. I shot black people because of the color of my skin.
You didn't know no better, though.
Listen, yes, I did. Want me to tell you why? My mama had 6 kids, and only 2 of us was bankers. I got drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers. Check up on this. I could have played both ball. I wanted to be Raymond. I wanted to be Matt. Now watch this one. No, it ain't. Let me give you some game. Listen to me. This is the same dudes told me don't be no Crip. Hey, here's some founders. Told me we don't want you to be this. I said, man, fuck you.
But let me ask you this question though, Big Bear. Now, with that being the case, right? Would you be in a mind frame to say that possibly you was influenced by what you was around?
Man, I was influenced by me.
So it was already in you. It's in you, not on you.
Experiences is already in you. I wasn't born. You hear them niggas say he was born in this? No, nigga, I was conceived in this. That's a totally different meaning to me. See, watch this. Half of us don't know when we came off the porch. I just did a live on this on my show.
Yeah, but remember we had that conversation in the truck, and you said if we would have stayed on the revolution tip.
That's later though. Listen to me. We can talk. I'm gonna bring that up.
Yeah, but
you all right when you hear me?
Program.
Yeah, you right.
You wired.
You right.
For whatever wire that
comes out.
Yeah, you wired. Now I'm not gonna say that you're a product of your environment, but you are a product of what you see.
No.
Listen
to me, homie. Okay. This is what I say. Listen to me.
No,
y'all ain't let me finish.
Okay, bam.
Y'all see how big I was a little homie? Go at it.
Yeah, no, hold on. You the G homie, you lacing us. But I got questions.
All right.
He got questions. We got questions. You know what I'm saying? We in the cell. We got questions.
And they on me, y'all.
So look, nigga got questions. Yeah.
You wired to do the things that you do because if
I'm gonna show you somebody that was wired.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Influence.
All right.
Hold on. Let me break this down, and then I'm gonna let y'all go on with y'all show. If the Panthers would have never been infiltrated and dismantled by
us,
fuck the
establishment.
J. Edgar Hoover.
Well, he played a role.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if they would have never been assassinated, Fred Hamilton would have never been assassinated, and the government would have never came in and did what they did to destroy the Panthers, right?
Yeah. And
they would have never brought the cocaine to black communities, right? Where would we be at as black folks with all the
watch this. Watch this. I'm finna give you game. Let me finish. I lived through them marriages.
This is good.
I'm gonna give you experience, right? So I'm gonna give you experience by throwing a question at both of y'all. Y'all didn't live. Can I finish?
I want to hear the question.
Yes, it would have, brother. Panthers didn't get dismantled in 69. Crip started in 69. Yeah. Let me finish. Let me finish. No, it wasn't. Let me show you something. Crip was created through revolution.
Exactly.
People, let me get the camera.
Go ahead, sit back.
I'm getting excited. I'm comfortable.
Man, speak on it. Speak on it.
Your point of view is 100. I ain't saying it's lesser. My point of view is 100. Because you know why it's 100? We only speaking from different eras.
Right.
We only speak on history when we asking questions and having debates.
Right.
But me and you on the same platform and the level. We speaking on each other. Y'all speaking on the era that y'all created. I'm speaking on the era that I created.
Okay. That's fair enough.
All the shit that y'all went through, the drive-bys, I ain't never been this drive-by since I've been living.
I didn't grow up in a drive-by.
But I listen to
that's what
the eras.
That's what they was doing.
Y'all can't, I ain't saying you.
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
I never experienced that.
Right.
That's all the type of violence.
All the violence.
See, when I was doing that. Listen to me, man. I ain't lost a homeboy in my era to gang violence. So listen to me. I haven't lost a homie in my age bracket. And you can call Nutty. Nutty ain't lost a homie in my age bracket. I ain't gonna say no other Crips. I ain't gonna say no other Bloods. Nutty Block in front hood. They lose a homie in my area of gang violence.
Why not?
We didn't. Listen to me. That's what I'm finna say. I'm finna say later.
That's what started the war.
Watch this. I'm finna say later. The war started before Salty.
Exactly. But
a lot of people don't know that.
That was your era.
Okay.
Yeah, but see, watch this. All these eras, I was in jail. When Salty died, I was lost in juvenile hall.
Okay, I understand that.
Heading to YA.
But that was your era.
But I never lost. I'm talking. Well, not all right. I ain't gonna say my era. Let me say it better. Yeah. My era is my generation. The dude, no, Salty and them older than me. I'm talking about dudes from front hood I went to school with, I ran with.
Yeah.
None of them died from gang violence. Our biggest loss in my era was BJ. Police killed him before the gang violence. Salty took a lot from Compton Crips. Michael LeBlanc. Ain't a nigga shouting his name. I'm the nigga that kicked it with him. Knew this nigga. Excuse me. And I said I wasn't going to be saying that no more on YouTube. Because I understand, especially, that every area is different. That's why young niggas embracing it. Because I know what y'all going through. Because guess why? You trying to get to walk a mile in my boots. You can teach me something, but you're trying to get a mile, trying to get your feet in these boots to walk that mile. I walked your mile, but I'm not conceited. This saying that young niggas do respect G's. Because the only reason I've been on the streets 5 years, going on 6, ain't because of my broad, the woman I love. Because of you niggas, you brothers. Y'all giving me the game on what not to really do and participate out here. This the real, it ain't just because I appreciate my freedom and love me. It's because I'm finally listening when I need to be listening. Yet they say the only thing young nigga got for old nigga when he come home is an ass whooping. Well, shit, y'all been giving me love. I'm still getting this love. Any hood I go to, give me my G status, and that's a title earned, not given. But the way y'all said, my enthusiasm be at a previous pitch. Y'all said with authority. Y'all letting a person know. Hey man, we understand,
Well, I feel like everybody is tired of what we suffering, the despair, the destruction.
Yeah.
And I feel like we all tired of this shit.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
Yeah, we
Hey,
all
watch
tired.
this,
We all
man.
tired, man.
I don't want y'all to
If
take
you
this
gotta be
one
an
way.
idiot
To not be tired.
You got to be.
Watch this. I say this every day. But I play a role in the peace summit. I want peace.
Do you think it can be peace?
Yeah.